Hey YouTubers, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Guys, there's a couple of articles that I brought up yesterday on trends in the housing market that deserve another relook. We need to revisit them from yesterday. I'm just severely baffled of how everything's happening in the housing market in such plain sight and nothing's happening about it, or there's no solutions being put in place for the affordability of people living born and raised in their own countries, sometimes two, three, four generations now, can't afford to live in their own major cities. Guys, here it is, guys. This is from last night's show, Trends in the Housing Market, guys. Please watch it. It's from yesterday. I'm not trying to promote it, because I'm trying to get more views on it. I could not care less. I just want people to actually see the message because it's actually a big deal. Yesterday, I touched on two articles that are really disturbing. Now, I've been talking about this whole Australian, New Zealand. This video even got banned for bullying and harassment. I got it back up, right? Years. This video's been taken down 3 times. Housing crisis Australia. Get out of Sydney. This place where I'm at here has been four February since I haven't been there. The date today is May 14th. It's been 4 February since I've been living in this place, right? But I guess because it's got taken down so many times. So I've been warning people about this for so many years. Why? Because the affordability levels aren't there for the average wage earner. Period. Period. If the average wage earner can't get into the housing market, you don't get fresh blood into the housing market, you're going to have huge issues. But then when the housing market's being sold off to the highest bidders, you got yourself a bit of a problem, right? Your country starts to become dependent on foreign investing. And I've been talking about this for years, not weeks, years. Look at this, Sydney, Melbourne, a stability problem 3 years ago, So, guys, I kind of want to throw this up there because this is important. And everyone's telling me, Mike, what's your heart on with Australia? What do you care for? Well, you don't even live there. I don't have to live there. There's a major issue going on there. And it's the same thing that's happening in Canada. It's the same thing that's happening in New Zealand. And it's the same thing that's happening in the United Kingdom. And it's the same thing that's happening in California, Oregon, and Washington State. Look at the crisis Washington State's in right now with affordability levels. After Vancouver applied the foreign buyer's tax, half the investors went to Toronto and the other half went down to King County, Washington State. And that was pretty bad. A lot of real estate agents made big bang for their buck. I mean, great, you made money. But now, what happens now with the mass exoduses of people leaving these major cities? So here it is, guys. I got to revisit this from yesterday. I won't read the whole thing, but banks warn prices could fall up to 30% as rental vacancies surge. I thought that said another word there for a second, just for a second, because I've been saying it so much lately. 1 in 10 rental apartments is sitting empty. Rental, not investment apartments, because investment apartments, it's 9 out of 10 investment apartments are sitting empty. Foreign investment apartments, sorry. Dockland in Sydney Centre as the country's biggest bank warns housing prices could collapse as much as 32% over 3 years if Australia experiences severe economic slump. And I already discussed on my channel, if you go to my channel and you go here and you click on, if you type in Australia, there should be that Australian video that I did where I discuss I'm sorry, I'm typing with one hand and I'm typing with one hand and trying to navigate the mouse at the same time. Here we go. So Australia selling its water off. Here it is. Rest in peace, Australian housing markets from 2 weeks ago. It's got quite a bit of views, actually. And let me see, the civil chaos. See what else I got here. Look at this, 1 in 10 Australians. So we covered that already. So we've already covered that. Oh, money laundering fiasco. My life was threatened when I was discussing the Canadian money laundering, the 500 billion or whatever, 200 billion that was laundered through Canadian real estate from 2010 to 2015. I haven't been threatened. But for the Australia one, my life, everything's been threatened if I discuss any Australian money laundering. So anyways, So let's go back up here. So this is it from yesterday. This is the one, okay? Bank warns, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is the one I'm losing sleep over. Without migrant buyers, Australia's property market is expected to struggle for several years. The lack of immigration to Australia due to COVID is expected to hit the property market hard, and experts say there is no knowing how long it would take to bounce back. I just can't believe how dependent the Commonwealth is for housing. I understand that these countries, like in the Commonwealth, don't produce anymore. They want to go green. They want full equality and inclusion and the whole 9 yards. Okay. But it's selling out your property to somebody that doesn't live in your country. And not only that, is I'm sure to bet, as sure as my name, as sure I am of my own name, 30% of foreign investment properties in Australia, 30% of the foreign invested properties, the people that own those properties, the foreign investors, have never stepped foot in Australia once, ever. And 5% probably couldn't even find it on a map. As sure as my name. And I don't know why none of this is being addressed. Like, it's being addressed now with some hero channels coming out with millions of subscribers telling people how this is going to be happening and how it's now happening. And I'm the only one on the block that's been talking about this since the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. My first channel got taken down because of talking about housing. And I've lost a lot of videos on this channel because of, guess what I was talking about? Housing in Australia. My channel's been penalized so hard because of Australian housing market. Anyways, guys, I really want you guys to share this video. This is a big deal, guys. This is an enormous deal. The huge sell-off. Canada's done it. It's not just Australia. Canada's done it. Western United States and New York State has done it, and Massachusetts now has done it. And now everyone's flocking to Florida, South Carolina. Investors are moving there because properties are a lot cheaper. You could buy a house in Florida still for around $250,000, but that's going to disappear in my lifetime. And that's what is really taking me back as we push further towards impoverishment. Because we become impoverished because of shelter. Paying for shelter is impoverishing us. We're house broke. And a lot of people that have mortgages that shouldn't have got them, and I did a video about this 4 years ago, are in a housing prison. A mortgage prison. So guys, great. A lot of people became wealthy on paper. I want to thank everyone that's been sending me emails, thanking me, saying, hey Mike, I've actually listened to you over these years, and if I bought, let's say even 4 years ago, I'd be in trouble now with this whole thing that's going on with this COVID. So I want to thank everyone that's actually backed me with that and sending me emails from New Zealand, Australia, the United Kingdom. I got an email this morning from London, so somebody was pushed into FOMO, so now it looks like their life has corrected now. Thank God. They didn't push into FOMO. They were, and now they're grateful. So, guys, just be smart. Do your research. Share this video. Get this out there. I really need this to get out there because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Because we're pushing further to impoverishment. Right? I'm one of those statistics. I left one of the big cities and sold a very lucrative business to come and buy a house for $260,000 outside of the city. My house inside the city is $4 million. But I think it's worth now 300 or 320. I don't care what it's worth because I didn't buy my house to make money. I bought my house to raise my family and to send my kids to school and lay roots. And that's what we're lacking nowadays as building community anymore. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much, guys. Big hug to all of you guys out there. Watch the videos right here, guys, if you want to click to watch it. Trends in the housing market from last night. Share this video. Get this out there, guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching.